I was thinking back to like when I started PT, what I did nutrition wise, because we had a cool conversation with Mimi during the week about like trying to work with Gen Pop and understanding that they're not going to do the thing. That's why they're in the position they are, and that's why they hire help.
Yep.
So looking at the nutrition resource that we've brought out obviously works. We've just put it in the STC app because it works for us. Works for our clients. Say non-physique competitors, everyone else.
Yeah.
But it also works for someone that's never tracked.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like interesting. So then I was like, what did I used to do with nutrition with my clients when I first started?
I used to give them the precision nutrition hand plan.
Did you do anything before that?
No, because I had that.
I did, but I don't talk about it.
I had that from the get go. I bought the level 1 or whatever it was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Early.
But I had the advantage of like seeing the PTs before I started because I worked in reception.
What they were doing,
Yeah. So I was like, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And precision nutrition went through our gym.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, kind of, you got to do it.
What was the other one? The Aussie one? It was like the same thing.
Yeah, I know you're talking about metabolic precision.
That's the one. And it was like $1,000 a week.
Paul Cribb.
Yeah. I just remember looking at it.
It was like reverse linear periodization.
You have to fucking
Wasn't
eat
it?
salmon and nuts and shit every day. I was like, I'm poor. I can't do that.
It wasn't reverse linear. It was linear periodization and the hand plan put together. So you just started at 10s. So you started at 12s, I think, or 10s.
Yeah.
Worked your way down to like 3s maybe.
Yeah.
Over the program. And it was literally just like, compounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had carbs, proteins, and fats for every meal.
Yeah.
And then you took your carbs and fats away from the meals that weren't your peri-workout nutrition. Mm-hmm. And that was it.
Yeah, right.
And then you just rode the wave.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember everyone at the gym that was using it was eating like expensive foods.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do that diet because I can't afford that food.
Yeah. It's got that looks like chicken breast over there.
Yeah, fuck, you having a slab of fucking salmon or tuna at lunchtime? Like, bro, that's a Friday night treat, maybe.
Yeah, nah.
On a good week.
Yeah, I never did it.
Yeah.
I never did it. It just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So I used this confession time.
Yeah, I already know what you did.
Confession time. The Shannon Ponton, Biggest Loser, he came out with a book, and in that book he had... Look, it was structurally... It was actually quite good.
Justified how you like, bro.
I'm gonna. Structure-wise, it was pretty good. So it was like, choose a breakfast, choose a lunch, and you just had like heaps of meals options in it. But it was 1,200 calories for women and 1,800 calories for men.
Yeah.
So it was really effective.
Got really good results.
Everyone got fucking peeled.
For the time that people followed it.
Yeah. And then they just didn't, and it was fine. So then obviously we moved from that to the hand plan. Then we started doing macros from BPAC via Charles, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we were doing protein fats breakfast before BPAC.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, because we're in like the clean health space, and they were influenced by Charles.
Correct. I remember, and this is the most OG story that I have. This is my most this is how long we've been in this.
This is your old story. Yeah. Like child. You think you know things.
Do you even know? Tell me, MyFitnessPal's hard. Yeah. Listen to me right now. I remember sitting down and having what's the nutrition resource? NutLab.
Yeah, NutTab
open.
And we made those tables.
Before we even made those, the first meal plan I ever wrote was, I'm going to have this much steak for breakfast. I need this much protein. How much steak do I need to eat? And then
you have to work it out ourselves.
And then put it in. And then we were doing a cycle diet, which was 4 different calorie ranges over a month. So I had to write 4 of them. Get the calculator out. All right, there's 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. I need probably 70 grams of protein or something.
You know how good we could make that now?
Yeah.
I should do it.
Do it.
Because I already have the food database.
Yeah.
And I already have the cycle diet thing. Mm-hmm. And it's funny how we went about it too, like where the new one, it's just, would you just multiply the PAL?
Yeah.
It's just such a simpler way we can get it.
Yep. But I literally sat down and wrote it out by hand.
Yeah, I remember.
Figuring that out is wild. And now it's just like...
And then we had the tables.
I got to put stuff in the app. And then we had the
We had-
auto calculator spreadsheet.
No,
on the table.
we had tables and then we made it auto.
Right.
Yeah, so we had tables where it was like, this is what, so you could we made tables, and if you needed 30 grams of protein for a meal, you could just put in what you needed for the meal, and then it would tell you the portion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which kind of, as I say that, I think we're working outside of our scope there, but... No, actually, we created a resource, and they were just putting in there what they needed.
Correct. Yeah. And then we got qualified.
We got qualified after that. We were qualified after that.
So then, we were giving out. I remember like doing those muscle camps and like explaining macro tracking and all that kind of stuff to people. And then, like one of your clients, I think, like went somewhere else and came back and was like,
"Hey,
I just learned flexible dieting."
Oh, bro, that hurt my feelings so bad. I'm doing this thing called tracking macros. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've been talking the last 12 weeks.
Fuck, bro, but still, that was like 10 years ago.
Wasn't clear enough, obviously.
And
take
like,
ownership.
3 months ago, I had a mate be like, "Oh, my mate's partner's doing a calorie deficit."
To be fair, one of my clients, I'm getting her to move from me programming her nutrition to macro tracking.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Is this that if it fits you macros thing?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I haven't heard that in fucking ages."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
It is.
definitely is.
I'm like, but we equal fit.
Yeah. And it's a 10-year-old concept.
Yeah. And more, though, I reckon.
I reckon popular, 10 years.
Nah, way more than that.
No.
2024.
Yeah.
It'll be 2014.
So I would have been in the industry 2 years. So I did Shannon Ponson for like a year.
Yeah, okay. Possibly.
And then Lane,
Yeah, okay. No, I give it to
Aaron,
I'll give
those
it to you.
guys were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
starting to
Okay.
really kick
I feel,
off.
it just feels like a lifetime.
Yeah, that was when
Yeah.
the clean versus
Yeah.
if it fits your macros crowd were about it.
Yeah, man, I got sucked into the clean.
I got called out by someone in the gym for if it fits your macros, and then he posted his cheat meal and he had 2 tubs of connoisseur.
Remember when we did that podcast and you were like, because I was like, you need to eat good food, and you were like, yeah, but what if you do this? I'm like, I don't care, Ben.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm like, I just want to eat chicken and sweet potato. Right?
Welcome to
I'm
my
fucking
world
big,
now.
and I'm fucking bigger than you.
Welcome to my world now. Yeah, so that's interesting. So nowadays, obviously, we have access to much more
Yeah.
information, apps, support.
Yeah.
Obviously, even like our coaching apps usually pair with MyFitnessPal.
Have you seen the new integrations that happen now? So apparently what's coming is, I think it's only on Macros First at the moment, which I'm using right now. It's a free app, and it's got better free functionality than MyFitnessPal.
Okay.
We're going to be able to like go into that integration and see the food.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that they eat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
The free MyFitnessPal now it's a little annoying.
Of course it is. They've made it so that you pay for it.
Yeah. You used to be able to get by.
Yeah. Nah, they made it
Now
clear.
and it's expensive.
Yeah, well, I forgot I had the auto renew on, and like every time I'm like, they got me, you know, like, and then go, I'll wait another year, and then
Yeah.
I actually got an email this time,
Yeah, okay. I only do it monthly.
or maybe I paid attention to the email. Like, let's be real, like, you know, I'm not ownership, this guy. So I was like, I'm fucking turning that off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I turned it off because I wasn't tracking it all.
yeah.
And then I went on to the cycle plan and just I couldn't adjust the macros.
Try
couldn't
macros.
see shit.
Try the macros first. It's not bad.
Yeah, might give it a go.
Once you put in the foods you like to eat, because look, it doesn't have bulk nutrients, protein. I'm not that happy about that. But I just had to. Once you put one in, like, what's the difference
all the same
between
shit
fucking
anyway.
choc mint and fucking vanilla?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Or optimum nutrition versus bulk nutrition.
Yeah, well,
Like, who cares?
oh no, I would do that.
That extra 1 gram of fat.
I would
matters, bro.
absolutely. That formula's different. I have to. But it's like the WPC line is like very similar.
Yeah.
So anyway, once you get your foods in, it's pretty good. The only thing is you can't add meals. It's like it has like snack. That just like rubs me. Like it should just be meal 1, meal 2, not
My
meal.
Fitspel has snacks.
Yeah, well, no, because I went from
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack.
the paid version. You don't have that.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
I'm sure of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I just wasn't paying attention to it then.
Yeah, so it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack.
Because the snack thing irks me. I'm like, I don't snack, I eat.
It's a meal.
Yeah.
Not my mum.
It should just be feed 1 to 5.
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
Okay. Well, maybe I never got to the snack part. Because I'm always
So only eat
fucking
3
Well,
meals.
I only use it when I'm dieting. It's like 4 meals if you're lucky. It's 3.5 because one's just protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, but macros first is all right.
All right.
Give it a crack.
There you go, guys.
I mean, I say it's all right, and I've used it for like 3 days, but you know,
So far, it's okay.
not going to put my name to it.
Yeah. And it syncs with...
Yeah. So my MyFitnessPal, my Macros First Chronometer.
Yeah, I saw Chronometer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chronometer's the goat. It's just unfriendly.
I'm hoping it syncs. So the one thing I want is you should be able to like take your resting heart rate and your blood pressure and put it into your Apple Health, and then that should populate into the training app.
Yeah,
that's what I want to happen.
Yeah, especially
so I want to try and push
athletes.
that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I want to try and push for that.
So
anyway,
now, fuck, I've got like 8 things on my list because I was like, I haven't been prepared enough. We're only doing nutrition today. Which means I'm covered for like 3 weeks.
I'm not
of topics.
on. My mind is just scattered.
So I think what you need now is a fundamental education of nutrition.
Yeah.
A resource that is not too long, not too short, based on your audience.
Yeah.
That's going to explain the fundamentals of nutrition. And a lot of people like will shit on the Aussie guidelines and all that kind of stuff, but it's like...
There's a lot of people who need to learn something. So
if your clients stop eating like assholes, they'll probably lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly.
Yeah. Just eat a little bit less of those things at the top.
Yeah.
You'll be pretty good.
Yeah. You're probably going to have less calories. You're probably going to lose weight. You probably feel better. And you probably get more buy-in. So I think that's the starting point of what you need.
If you were to change the pyramid, what would you do? Like, would you put protein down the bottom?
I probably don't. I don't know it well enough.
Yeah, because it's still heavily like starches.
Yeah.
Down the whole grains down the bottom. And then, yeah, like kind of protein sits in the middle, like next to dairy, I think.
Yes.
Like it's kinda
would I change it? No, because the meat will go up. It'll be more expensive.
Yeah,
I'll pay more for my meat.
Yeah.
So fuck everyone
else. Yeah, it would be like a body composition food pyramid though. Like it's not, because it's like we live in a bubble. Like when you actually think about it, it's like not everybody wants to get huge.
When you think about like times where, and I've done it like sometimes I'll have not prepped and need to travel. And it's like, I just need to be full right now.
Yeah.
And that's, most people live to not be hungry.
Yeah.
But it's such a, for us, it's a broken concept.
Yeah. Especially if you don't actually care for looking muscular and pursuit for that. It's like, you don't actually need that much protein.
Yeah.
Like your carbohydrates can make up 55-60% of your total intake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a lot of food.
Yeah, just don't make it.
It's a lot of bread and orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, make sure it's still within the calories and you're fine. Yeah, so I think that is a baseline introduction. And even like if you don't go in hard on the Aussie guidelines, just being like more protein, good.
Yeah.
Like good carbohydrates, good. Good fats, good. Just to kind of weed out the like fat's bad for you, carbs are bad for you, meat's going to give you cancer. Like just fuck all that off and just get them like, just eat real food. And if you can get that rolling, like we did that for ages, man. It's just like,
super
just
handy.
eat better.
Yeah, just changing eating behavior more than anything, right?
Yeah. You adjust that and you'll get the first, depending on the size, 5 to 10 kilos off most people.
For a Gen Pop client, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they just need to eat less processed food.
Stop eating a pack of chips on the couch every night.
Yeah,
like,
just take out the processed food or bring down those foods and get them to focus on something else.
Yeah.
They'll win.
Yeah. So then next we go, the next step is for a personal trainer, and this is like targeted someone that's not qualified, right?
Yes.
I would be looking at, I did it with Shannon Ponson, you did it with a hand plan, and then we did it with a hand plan for 8 years.
Forever.
Leveraging someone else's guide.
Yeah.
That is effective, research-based, suitable for a body composition, change, performance outcome, etc.
Yeah.
And then just delivering that and coaching the behavior change.
Yeah.
So the hand plan is great. And even, so the conversation with Mimi was like, they're not doing everything. And it was like, okay, we'll pull that back to what's one thing they can do. What's the one lowest hanging fruit that they can get benefit out of? And it's just like, you give them the hand plan, it's just like, just do the protein one.
Yeah.
If you can just have a big bolus serve of protein every time you eat, including the weekends.
Yeah, it's huge.
You will inadvertently reduce your calories instantly.
Yeah. You feel full, and you're serving the gym, what's going on in the gym.
Yeah. Just there's no, if they're, you said like, what would you do with the food pyramid? Would you put protein at the bottom? What would I do with like the health crisis? It's like eat a bolus serve of protein every meal.
And some veggies or fruit or salad maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of those two things together solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think if you start with the protein, that happens.
Does it?
Well,
no, because I don't think so.
I'm thinking like if you went to a restaurant, or if you went out to eat, or you're going to choose takeaway or whatever, and your default is protein, you will end up with a higher quality meal in general, which will likely have salad, vegetables, something in it.
Yeah.
So you're going to go, all right, it is takeaway.
If you're ordering out,
I'm going to get
Yeah.
Thai food. I'm not going to just get fried rice. I'm going to get the stir-fried chicken.
And make it sad.
And all of a sudden, there's vegetables in it.
Yeah.
Why is that sad?
No, like take out the carbs. Like, can I get the Thai chicken and make it sad, please? That's an order.
But you could still have the rice. But it's like
I'm kidding.
I know the protein is the hero, so I'm going to eat that first. So I'll eat less rice. There's vegetables already in it that taste good because they're in the sauce.
Yeah.
You go out for dinner. You're like, cool. Fuck the carbonara looks good. There's no fucking protein in that.
Yeah.
So then I'll get
1,000 calories.
Yeah. So then I'll get something that's protein focused that at least comes with a salad or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I think it would increase your
if you're ordering out, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're making from home, like I think those
just
two
meat and potato, literally.
Yeah. Well, so I think those two groups of like plants and plants, fruit, salads. Like plants, fruit, salads lives in a group.
Yeah.
So you get to pick one. It's like because breakfast people don't want to eat plants or veggies.
Yeah.
Or salads. And then you go. So they eat fruits.
Yeah.
So if you go with those two at the foundation, I think you're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then you can do the starch whole grain above that. Yeah, and then you can do the fats from there, and then after that, maybe like just hyper palatable foods, just in the little peak.
So hand plan's good. Then people are going to ask for, but what do I eat?
Absolutely.
What does a day look like? What's your opinion on an unqualified PT tackling that?
Yeah, that's a tough one because you just don't know what's going to come out and say what you're going to say to that person.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't, it's like someone asking me about, I don't know, what do I not know about? Training
like a
Olympic rowers.
Yeah.
And they're like,
well,
how do I do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lift weights, see who's stronger.
Yeah. Train biceps. Train shoulders, do lots of side raises. So you just wouldn't comment on that. So if someone asked you why you ate and you didn't know how to explain that to them, I just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
So knowing that that's a conversation that's going to be asked though.
Yeah.
Then having something that explains that is super important.
Yeah. Yeah. So then you're either defaulting back to just choose from these, make a plate that looks like this, that kind of stuff. And then our solution to that is the sports nutritionist makes the guide that's flexible that the person can still choose what suits them, when it suits them, but it's calorie and macro guided.
Yeah.
So what do we go from? It's like 1,300 to 4?
No, 1,400 to 4,500.
Yeah.
In 100 or 150 calorie increments.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
So they get to choose one of 3 breakfasts.
Yeah, some of the meals are set and then some aren't.
Yeah. And then we call them flexi meals. So it's basically a protein source, a carb source.
Yeah, it's basically your hand plan.
Sauce.
Your hand plan with a flavor base.
Yeah, and more specific down to the gram.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're managing calories more specifically. And then there's 20 flavor profiles?
Something like that. There's a lot.
Yeah. So basically a bunch of sauces that are the same calories that you could use on those.
Or a style of meal. So like a curry or a chili or just like a grilled piece of meat.
Yeah.
With a sauce. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So that twice a day. So that's lunch and dinner.
For most people, yes.
And then you're choosing one of 3 snacks and one of 3 desserts.
Yep.
Yeah. And Paddle Pop is in there.
I know.
The goat.
Yep.
I'm like, Paddle Pop's goat right now.
Paddle Pops are good.
About it.
For your 82 calories or whatever it is. Is it 82?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Makes my life better.
Yeah. I can't have Paddle Pops.
It's a happy food.
Yeah. I just don't, I'd rather have an extra 10 grams of rice flour.
Yeah. I understand.
No, even more. Be like, is it 10 grams? Anyway.
I'm willing to do the extra 2,000 steps.
So, this is so off topic. If someone told you they ate 50 grams of cherry tomatoes extra.
50 grams?
Yeah, so it's like 7 calories.
Okay.
And they said, I have a confession to make. How would you respond to that?
That's a very diligent client.
Someone who's 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm so happy you told me.
Yeah.
That's all I cared about. But I was like, this is 7 calories. How do I tackle this for her?
Yeah.
Because she was like, I'm so disappointed in myself. I didn't want to be like, well, it's only 7. Like, I didn't want to say it's only 7 calories like it doesn't matter. And I didn't want to say it's 7 calories like it did matter.
Yeah.
Because, it's like kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's 7 calories. It's like blink a couple of times. But then I was like, also, you can't fuck up on your diet.
Yeah. The variability is a problem now, not.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm happy you told me, but
stop it.
Well, no, I didn't say it like that, but I said, like, I'm really happy you told me. It's not that big of a deal, but like, let's just not make it happen again.
Yeah.
But I just thought to other people, like, that's so just
weird. Yeah,
absolutely absurd.
Yeah, if you're in the health space, like, what do you mean?
How dare you?
You're creating.
Did you know how good tomatoes are? They're full of potassium.
You're creating an eating disorder with your client.
Yeah. Are they full of potassium? I have no idea. Anyway, they're full of good stuff.
They taste good.
Yeah.
So that's the solution that we have gone with for that.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a shitload of meal plans.
Yeah. It solves a lot of problems because you obviously, like, people want variety because they're not going to eat the same thing every day like you and I.
Yeah.
So they want to be able to kind of have that choice, but they want to choose in relation to their goals, in alignment with their goals. Sorry. So then you just want to have you taking those steps out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make a fucking meal plan all the time.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not my job.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy to do the programming and the training and the full scope, but it's like, the meal plan side is like, I'd rather just give them the choice.
Yeah.
They can just choose. Because I don't even know what they like to eat.
Well, my default for the last forever, since we started, the default was macro tracking, was you build a meal plan.
And I'll have a look at it.
That looks at you, suits your perfect day, hits all your macros and your fiber targets. If you want me to look at it, I will. And if you're stuck and you need help, I'll help. And 9 times out of 10, you never hear from them.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I figured it out. Based on my current nutrition habits, likes,
that's all right.
preferences.
That's great for us.
Yeah.
For the people we work with.
100%.
Yeah. But if you've got someone who, like, thinks that protein is in oats.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, and, protein's in peanut butter.
Yeah. And I think that's where you need that education piece first, right? Like, we're getting people that have tracked before.
Yeah.
Someone who hasn't needs to understand
why we
what
eat,
protein, carbs, fats are.
Yeah.
All that kind of shit.
Yeah. Why we eat, what to eat, how to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you can say, cool, now build your day and I'll help you. And most of those people are going to be in face-to-face situations. So that's one session.
Yeah.
Going back and forth, and they can build it in the app while you're there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rather than, for us, it's just like, go build it. Work on it, see how you go. And like, I don't know if you still get it. I had a new client start. She's just like, bro, I've never eaten this much food.
Yeah.
Like, that's what every one of my clients says until they go on a cut, and then they're like, I hate you. Can I have more food?
Yeah.
It's like,
especially when the food choices are very specific, like they're lower in calories, higher in energy.
I was going to say, you've eaten the calories before.
Yeah, that's it.
You just haven't eaten the food volume before, because now you've got 120 grams of protein, not 60.
Yeah, and you're eating potatoes and rice.
Yeah. And because you've hired a coach, you're making better choices. So then the food volume goes up again, because you don't want to tell your coach that you're having a packet of teddy bear biscuits at night time.
Yeah.
I'm fucking getting teddy bear biscuits.
I'm not. I want to, but I'm not.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to talk to you in the car about what I should do, but I think I'm going to jump to my high week as a rebound.
Yeah.
And then do the cycle.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm contemplating that. If I do
that's
that,
a good example of what a cycle is. Because you go back to it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So then I will, if I'm doing that, there might be some teddy bear biscuits. I haven't thought about
teddy bear
biscuits.
I don't want to have this conversation with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
So no.